Good evening. This is Cab here to drive you crazy. Okay, I got a story to tell. So today I'm at work. Okay, I helped this guy out 2 days ago to try and get him a battery and a serpentine belt. I work at Napa Auto Parts, and I help him out very kindly, very persistently to make sure that he was already kind of in an irritated mood. He didn't know exactly what he needed, and I helped him out as best as I possibly could to make sure that he can get exactly what kind of parts and warranty for his battery that he needed. Comes back this morning to actually tell me that the belt is wrong. And normally it's something that happens, but it seemed like very, very much so just in today that he had to make sure that he explained to me how terrible of a coworker I was at my job, saying that I need to sharpen up on my skills and make sure I know a lot more about the car parts that I am trying to sell people. And of course, a lot of the times is the customers may have the wrong information, or maybe the belt might not have fit properly because it might have been adjusted, or anything to that matter. Whatever the situation is, we're always willing to help out and figure out whatever needs to be. Problem with it was that this customer decided that he is going to go out of his way to try and just bring me down in every single possible way. And when I mean any possible way, like I was saying, he was criticizing me on saying that I was not sharp enough in my knowledge for the car parts since I sold him the wrong belt. During the time period from the other days, I was talking to him and found out a little bit more about his job, and we got to talk a little bit about the side jobs that I do as well, and all of that was all discussed in friendship. All of a sudden, because he wasn't receiving the reaction, I guess, of saying like, oh no, I'm sorry for doing such wrong to you and all this, like he made it seem like I was just not caring, I guess is the way that I want to perceive he wanted to say it, because I'm just doing my job. He's the one who's like personally insulting me and making me feel terrible, knowing that I did everything that I did, and explained to him my side job, telling me how he's going to tell people to not even care for my side job that I was doing, and all these little things. And he was really just trying to reach for whatever he could just so that way he could bring me down. This next part is why I made the title of this. Sorry about that. As soon as it was kind of getting to the point where I'm just saying, okay, I'll get you your credit, get him his money back for the belt for being wrong in the first place, fully understood, and helping him out all that way, he decides to go on a big reach. And of course, I'm born and raised here in Hawaii, in Kailua. It's the whitest place you can say in all of the island of Oahu for the islands of Hawaii, or Hawaii, however which way you want to say it. I do stay very proper as I can. But the one thing that really brought me up and kind of made me want to make this video right now was the fact that he reached as far to actually question where I came from. And when I mean that, I simply mean the first thing that came out of his mouth was, what, are you from like Minnesota or something? And wanted to make it sound like I'm just another white guy who came to the islands, who's just taking over a job that local people are supposed to be having. And I have no problem to respond to that as whatever, because I know I'm born and raised here. But it was the simple fact that he went out of his way to reach out and make that kind of a comment toward me that really made me just go, now that's reaching. Now you're calling me out for just being a white person that lives here in Hawaii, and because you're so bothered about one belt that didn't fit properly on your vehicle, that you're gonna go out of your way to bring me down personally, make me seem like I'm stupid or dumb or uneducated toward my job or my side jobs that I have, that you're going out of your way to make it seem like it's such a big deal. And that's why I bring it up right now. I don't have a problem. He was a pissed off customer, but my question that I kind of want to bring up, or at least address, is what is the consideration in knowing that in today, as it is officially 7/13/2020, so July 13th 2020, that we are still in this giant like political race of the Black Lives Matter and the LGBTs Q thing movement, all those kind of things that are continuing on. And apologies for the barking. I just want to ask, as a person that is born and raised here in Hawaii, I fully understand, being a haole, what I am here, and knowing that the continuation of this hatred toward people is a continuing thing, that I have never expressed any kind of hate toward anybody. People have taken advantage of how much I choose to be polite and kind to people, because they know that I'm not the kind of person that chooses to react or overreact to certain things like that. That's why I didn't worry about him wanting to try and make it sound like I'm this haole kid who's here that's not supposed to be here. All in all, I just want to make this video and asking that question: how do you feel knowing that, as a white person, for myself, born and raised in Hawaii, has never been a part of the Hawaii monarch overthrow, or fully understanding that the Hawaiian people are still very, very proud of their lands, and I have every reason to give them that right to be proud of their lands, what they've been fighting for in Mauna Kea, what they've been fighting for their sovereignty this whole time. I've been in full support of all that kind of stuff, way before anyone may have even known who I was, especially for everything that I've done in my previous life, I would say, before I got into church. But other than that, I have done so much for the Hawaiian people and the Hawaiian culture, and I don't try to act like it's something to be praised upon. It's just something I fully understand, that no one takes the consideration to say what someone may have done, when all they care about is actually the thing that they know, which is, I'm white, I'm here, and with everything that is continuously going on, like I said, with like the Black Lives Matter and all that kind of stuff, how a white man really has to be able to survive. And when I mean survive, just like, I'm almost to a point where I want to make my own hashtag called #MyLifeDon'tMatter, because as a white person, everything is almost something that you can blame against them now. Everything that they've done from the past, even though it has nothing to do with the current situation of who they are right now, that still makes the biggest difference on this modern day world, and how everything in this modern day world is continuously still happening. So I'm sorry if I may say something that may sound incorrect. Please leave a comment down below if you do wish to correct me on anything, because again, this is always just about learning and always being able to become better for one another. I know I don't want to stand up as a white guy to defend myself as a white guy, because unfortunately that sounds like I would be a wuss to make that kind of proclamation. But what I would like to do is just have people share general good information to have a better understanding of how this whole approach should be. So again, I am Cab, and I am here to drive you crazy. Until next time, Thank you very much for watching, and take care. God bless.